all of you or most of you have read about Percy Jackson, right? And you know this is a story of a boy who is a demigod because he is the son of Poseidon and Sally Jackson. However, when I started reading this story, I found it intriguing enough because Percy is not just a demigod but a special child who is suffering from ADHD and dyslexia. But here, the author Rick Riordan, unlike the society, did not treat Percy with unnecessary pity. Rather, he used these shortcomings or these so-called shortcomings as his powers and or characteristics that makes him a demigod. Thus, Annabeth said, taken together, it is almost a sure sign. The letters float off the page when you read, right? That's because your mind is hardware for ancient Greek. And the ADHD, you're impulsive, can't sit still in the classroom. That's your battlefield reflexes. In a real fight, they would keep you alive. As for the attention problems, that's because you see too much Percy, not too little. However, long before Percy Jackson, Dakshinaranjan Mitra Mojumdar around 18th-19th century gave us the story of Kalavati Rajkanya, where you can find two special kids. At least metaphorically, they are special kids, because unless that is the case, you can't explain two human queens giving birth to a monkey and an owl. By giving the metaphor of a monkey and an owl, the author may have wanted us to believe that they were not normal in the conventional sense. Thus, the king disowned them and their mothers, because even today, the mothers of these special kids suffered the similar fate, because these special children or the special kids are treated as a burden by the families and society. Here comes the beauty of this story, where Buddhuputtum changes the conventional notion and fights their battle, crosses the wild sea, and faces the treachery of their stepbrothers only to transcend as someone stronger and victorious. Of course, in this quest, they have the support of their mothers, signifying that mothers will always be by their kids' side, no matter what. On the other hand, they also had the support of the Princess Kalavati, who discovered the human or the godlike forms of Buddhubuttum, symbolizing that if you stay honest in your life and fight all your battles diligently, society or people will see beyond the conventional veil written handicapped on it. The person who is an artist, a player, a baker, a doctor, an engineer, a student, and an intelligent, compassionate, hardworking, and a wonder of God called the human being.